All right. So what do you think is funny?
Picking on children. That's why my kindergarten teacher, just killing their dreams. They're like, Jarrell, I want to be a doctor. I'm like, oh, no, you don't. You don't. No, I don't know. I mean, my life in China, like the things that I experience in life and my own individuality. That's kind of where I draw a lot of my inspiration from, the things that I tell on stage. Like a lot of those things are just stories and of things that I go through in China. A lot of the stuff is just verbatim, like no jokes, just things that happen to me. So I just try to take real life experiences and try to help other people relate to them in ways that are funny.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of people say like it's just life.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the main thing. Like personally, my comedy style isn't necessarily a very structured comedy. It's just like if something happens in life, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get on stage and tell them about it. Like anytime a kid does something weird or something happens to me in life, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go on stage and tell other people about it, and if they can, if they can relate to it, if it's funny to them, and if I think it's funny, we can kind of find some common ground and we can laugh about it.
Yeah. Do you think people can make connections through comedy?
That's what I do though. That's my thing. Like it's funny. I was telling somebody last week at my we had the showcase last week, and they were like, "Oh, where do you get your jokes?" And I'm like, that's just stuff that I go through, and I tell people because I want them to kind of relate to my life and kind of just build a connection through comedy. I think that's one way that we can kind of connect and build relationships with people out here in China as foreigners. Just laughing at things that we both think are funny from different perspectives.
Mm-hmm. And what makes you laugh?
I just like taking candy from children, just picking on people smaller. No, I mean, I laugh at different things. I like watching different comedians, I like people with different comedic styles, I actually tend to like some of the other comedians that have more structured comedy because I can kind of learn a lot about how to actually tell a joke. Opposed to just telling people about things that are funny. So I appreciate people like Jay Tree, that set up jokes in different ways that are just like, oh wow, I see how you set that up, or TK. It's really enlightening, and it's the different things and the topics they talk about I think are funny because I wouldn't necessarily think about things in that way, but I'm like, wow, how did he come up with that idea? Like he had the phone sex joke, the TikTok. I told that was amazing. I told him, I was like,
that was good. You should have been.
That
here.
was a really funny joke. Yeah, it was amazing. So yeah, I told him that was good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
All right. Thanks.